So this is part 2 of the topic that is origin and development of drama in England. Now, drama, has always it has a background of religion. Religion has been the cause of development of drama in almost every country. In Greece, also, some kind of celebration of the nature of God, Dionysus, was there, and from there, uh, and from that custom, drama developed. And in 5th century BC, very famous playwrights like Aeschylus, Sophocles, Euripides, they wrote the genuine dramas, and they were tragedy writers, and there was a comedy writer called Aristophanes also. Then there were satire plays that were put in between important scenes of tragedies to somewhat lighten the tragic atmosphere of great Greek plays written by Aeschylus, Sophocles, and Euripides. Aeschylus was the eldest among these three, and Euripides was the youngest. In the beginning, the Greek drama, in the beginning of the Greek drama, because of the circumstances, the makeup of the construction of the theater arena, which the amphitheater, the construction was such that it did not allow um, short and crisp dialogues because about 15 to 20,000 or even 25,000 people would be seated uh, on ascending steps, in a theater, and the drama would be held at the bottom of this theater, this amphitheater. And because of the huge number of spectators, it was not possible to utter small dialogues in whispers or in low, voice. So a dialogue had to be spoken during 5th century performances, 5th century BC performances, in the manner of speeches, declamations, harangues. So, in the initial plays of Aeschylus, you will find that the number of characters is limited, two or three, and there were long speeches. So, because the short, uh, speeches, repartee and quick replies, they were not possible. These were not possible in 5th century BC. So, but later on, gradually the number of actors increased in the dramas of Euripides, and the role of chorus is a very important factor in Greek tragedy. There was a group of 20 or 25 men. They were present on the stage, and in between the gaps, they would comment upon the action, upon the situation, upon the character, upon the events of the drama. So they would, sing and dance, and they would comment. So this was an intervention, and this was enjoyed by the audience at that time, the singing and dancing and commentary by chorus. But gradually the role of chorus lessened when drama, made progress, and Euripides, gave the least importance to chorus. So in this way, you can find that in Greek also, the origin of drama is religion, and in the same way in England also, the origin of drama is religion. We find that if you, read the history of England, you will find that in 15th, 16th century, the priests had to, uh, uh, present spectacles, scenes, still scenes from Bible. Like on Christmas Day, the scene of Christ's birth had to be um, conveyed through spectacle, through a scene to the illiterate public. So most of the people were illiterate, 100% illiteracy. Only the aristocracy, the noblemen were, I mean, literate. The next class in there was a strong hierarchy, a step, from down to middle to high to the highest level. There was a hierarchy of different classes in during Elizabethan age, during 16th age, and it was not possible for a man from lower strata to move to the highest strata by dint of his talent or merit or education. It was considered not proper for the existence of society. It was considered rather dangerous that a cobbler, should become a nobleman, uh, or a farmer should become a nobleman. This would, just shake the foundation of society. That was the concept of Elizabethan society. So it was, uh, I mean, and not encouraged. Social mobility was not there. It was very rarely that someone like William Shakespeare got respect, even though he belonged to the common strata of society. So it was much later that Shakespeare gained recognition. He even purchased, I mean, noble, this thing, qualifications for his family. And so you can see that certain scenes from Bible were presented as a spectacle to the people to make the people understand Christ's birth. Like there was a priest would, the priest would be the first act. They were the first actors, and as a priest would act as the Magi, the wise man who came from the east, and they were guided by a star, um, which they saw, and they came to Jerusalem, uh, to the stable, where and so there was a stable scene, and Christ was born in an earthen. He was put in an earthen pot. So there was a scene to make the people understand what kind of a house was there in which Christ was born. So in this way, so many scenes were presented by the priests to make the unlettered masses understand Bible. And later on, there were merchants in different cities of England who were called guilds, and they, by dint of their money, because they're rich, for the entertainment of the general people, they established a whole cycle of plays, and there were four main cycles, and they were they started staging plays that were based on the lives of saints, or they're based on the stories of Bible. The entire story of Bible, from the birth of Christ to uh, his death, and all these aspects of Christian religion, and the life of Christ was presented in the form of drama. And there were movable, stages. And when one one drama related to the birth of Christ, or his spiritual journey as a preacher. So there were different plays based on different stages of Christ's life. So so you can see that drama initially was related with religion, either scenes from Bible or lives of saints, who missionaries who tried to spread and preach Christianity. Great saints and missionaries' life was presented in the plays. So, and after that came morality plays that tried to teach people morality. So, in this way, drama everywhere started uh, uh, from religion.